Hey everybody, welcome to the chat. We're gonna do a DLF stream. So this is Epic Jail Stories. This was done June 16th, I guess last Thursday, the day he got out of jail. He got right on his phone slash camera and started to talk about his experiences. So let's get straight into it. Let me share my screen and we'll get started on Epic Jail Stories.
All right, kiddies,
Hey
it's
there, everybody.
Dragon Lord Frodo, and I'm straight out of jail with street cred. Okay, and I'm here to tell you jail stories. I'm here because jail is not cool.
Hey Simona, hey Cappuccino, Daniel, hi there.
Don't take my
Hi Marybeth, Ivana, John Mango,
don't take my example.
Sunkissed Erica, Yoki.
Stay out of jail. This is for all the kids out there that they think it's cool to go to jail. And I'm here to tell you that it's not cool to be in jail. So let's face facts here. We all know why I went. We're not rehashing the whole bullshit. Okay? You gotta excuse the noise in here. I just got back literally 5 minutes ago. And
Thanks, Simona.
It's hot, and I have to put on the air conditioner. Because I'm a fat, disgusting slob. I actually lost some weight, I guess. But
hey Kicks Fire.
Anyway, we all know why I went to jail. I'm not rehashing it. I am not rehashing it ever again. Okay? And this is the last time I say it, but I don't want to talk about you know who. Okay? I don't want to talk about them anymore. If there's a kitty out there that wants to, even if it's Dr. Strangelove.
So he doesn't want to talk about the two ladies in Lockport, New York. Is he on meds? Yeah, he was on meds in jail. I'm not sure if he's going to keep up his regiment once he is out, which he is out. So I'm actually expecting a change in behavior in the next coming days because in jail he was keeping up with meds. I'm not actually sure if he's keeping up outside of the control of jail, to be honest with you, because the last time he was in, he was on his meds, he was okay, and he came out, he was off his meds, because you know how he feels about meds. Same thing how Foodie Beauty feels, same thing how Pete feels. Hi Sabrina, how you doing?
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the nicknames or anything else like that. No, I am not doing that anymore. So without further ado, you can skip all that bullshit about what I did, and let's get to the fucking good shit. Okay, I was put in jail because, and this is So here's what happened. The day I had to go to jail, right? Or the day I had to go to court, I should say. I went down there, and I was about an hour late.
Hey Kitsune.
Not really my fault, okay?
Hi there, GC.
Maybe I should have left a little early. I don't know, but whatever. I was about an hour late because when I went. Okay, when I was on that fucking Metro Rail train, some idiot decided to fucking act up on the train, and I guess he didn't pay his fine, he refused to get off the fucking train, so they had to bring in the cops and held up the entire fucking
Hi Janet
train. And because of that, I missed my bus to Lockport. And well, I mean, I called the court, but I just said, listen, I'm running late. Some guy was acting up on the bus. They said, don't worry about it. Just come in when you could. So I got in there and went through all the bullshit with the bailiff
Hey, Simona.
whatever. And
See you, Mary Beth.
I went in and got through all the arraignments or whatever the fuck they do. And after all that was said and done, I was like the last one there, and I get in front of the judge, and it was me, my goofy lawyer, and the goofy prosecutor.
Thanks, Kitsune.
I'll get to him in a
Appreciate
second.
it.
But
Hey, greeny bluish.
where's my lighter?
Yeah, if you didn't notice, the same day Dragon Lord Frodo came home, Foodie Beatty was in his chat modding and saying a lot of things. I did take notice of that. Hi there, Mary from the 6. Good morning.
And
hey,
by the way,
moose.
I got. So what happened was I was like an hour late for court, and they let me go drop a deuce. My first deuce since I got out. So I get out there. I get off.
He looks like he's related. Okay.
And I was like 5 minutes late for that Lockwood bus. Son of a bitch.
Hi, Just Jill. Hi, Ray Ray.
And now make me late. So I went into the Tops at the University Plaza, and I went into the Tops and they used the phone, called the court, told them what was going on. I said, listen. There was a guy that was on the bus who was acting up, or the train, I should say, he was acting up, whatever. And they just said, just come in when you can. And I got there maybe, an hour later. And I had to get off the bus and then do that mile walk and whatever. So I get in there, and remember, it was because the prosecutor wanted me to get a psych evaluation. And my fucking lawyer, I get in there, do the bailiff thing, go through, get my shit checked and all that. And
hey, Naughty Rudolph. Hey, one small moose.
And I stay in a seat, wait for everybody else to be done. I'm the last one.
Hi, Buddha.
And we get up front and we get in front of the judge, and the judge was. I don't remember who spoke first, my lawyer or the prosecutor. I think.
Badusi's Scratch and Sniff Yeasty Delight. Enjoy PFP name. I see it.
The prosecutor, he says, we want him to get the psych evaluation, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, Vanessa. Hey, Happy Life. Kelly
He's like, yeah, well, we were thinking, here's my lighter. It was in my bag. He was like, all right, you want to get a psych evaluation? He had my lawyer. He actually stuck up for me and said he comes to court he comes to court out here. He's coming on a bus. This, that, and the other thing, and we think it should just be a outpatient thing. So,
hey, Neri.
And he was giving examples. He was like, hey,
Panda. All right, so what was happening is that he was supposed to get a psych eval, right? Because they wanted to know if he was competent to stand trial, and based on what I know, it's super, super, super likely that he would be found competent, even though he was going on and off about how he can change the results to look crazy or not look crazy, blah, 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 blah. But what basically happened is that the lawyer That was the ADA was pushing for a psych eval on him, and his lawyer, which was no longer his lawyer, was trying to have it outpatient. Typically, you're remanded into custody for these psych evals, and DLF didn't want that happen. Well, guess what? I guess it happened. He got remanded into custody. Hey Dax, hey Jenna.
What the fuck? Oh my god. I haven't done weed since like for a couple months now. You just like fucking hit me with it? Jesus Christ. Ugh.
He's familiar with
All right.
Chantel, Queen of Awesome.
And he was like, he goes to court on a bus, on the metro rail, whatever.
Hey DLF.
He's helping me with the case. We think that I think that he should be doing this outpatient, not no fucking remand bullshit.
Hey Angela.
And all the prosecutors looked at the judge and said, "Judge, we want him remanded for this." And the judge is like, "All right, we'll remand him." Like, what the fuck? There's no argument with the prosecutor. My lawyer was arguing harder than the prosecutor, and the judge took his side.
Uh-huh. He needs a better camera angle, yeah.
So I had this thing hanging off my ass. And I said, "Yo, I got this thing." I showed the judge. I was like, "I got this thing hanging off my ass." She's like, "Well, let the jail nurse whatever."
He's talking about his cyst that he had.
And she was just like, remand him, whatever.
If you're not aware, he had a pilonidal cyst that turned well, if you don't know what a pilonidal cyst is, it's a normal pocket in the skin that usually contains hair or skin debris. So he's a very hairy guy, right? And he's prone to these cysts. It does have a strong genetic component to it, and it caused an abscess. And then he had to get some medical care for that. So he'll get into that. So he'll get into it.
So I got into jail.
Hey Nancy.
And did the whole booking bullshit. They didn't take my fingerprints for some reason. And it's weird. They never checked in my ass. These up my ass. Somebody's gonna get fired. Anyway.
Probably Andrea.
I get in there. I get into the jail, and I'm sitting in what they call this place IPO. I don't know what it stands for. But it's very much like the first place you go when you go to jail. And
is he smoking weed? Yes.
It's like intake.
He'd probably like the ass check.
So I go through the whole intake thing. They asked me questions. They gave me a mug shot.
Why don't you ask him, Angela? He's in the chat right now.
All that jazz.
Hey, Little Miss Nat, congrats.
Never took
on
my
the win.
fingerprints though. And I'm sitting in the classification thing. And
yeah, Sunshine Granny. All right, so I totally get why he's all on about the fingerprints. So yeah, I know they won't change, but I think it's actually best to take his fingerprints each and every single time, because that's how errors are made. Like when you see people like prisoners being confused with another prisoner, or prisoners escaping, things not being done right, there's so much that can happen. I think it should be standard policy to take his fingerprints every single time he's booked. Hey, how's Hannibal?
I found out that when I was gone that year, during that year, all the inmates now get tablets. But you can't get YouTube on it or anything like that. It's like for it's like how you do the commissary
Hey,
now.
Sunshine Granny.
It's how you do phone calls. You know, they have games on. They have like a store that you can buy games with your commissary money. They had some okay games, and when I was in, so after that I showed them the thing on my ass, and they took me down
Hey,
that
Solo
shoe
Trip.
because you have to do a 2-week quarantine when you get into that jail.
Hey, KK's Corner. About the tablet thing. Yeah, they get tablets. It's not free tablets. It's actually a moneymaker. I believe, is it Niagara Region or Niagara County has made millions of dollars off these tablets. So you gotta rent them, and then you gotta pay to get these games on these tablets. So it's purely a money making effort when it comes down to these tablets. So it's not something like it's like a whole positive, if you know what I mean.
Everybody does.
Right, bubble headed.
So you can either do it in K block, or I found that out too. Remember I said there, people were hassling me in K block. They weren't hassling me last year, but they were just the way they were talking was just bothering me. No, you know what I found out was K block is for the people that just got in and are quarantining, and it's shitty to quarantine there because it doesn't make any sense to do quarantine in there because it's just like any open jail block, except you're just locked in your cell 24 hours a day.
Hey, Sonny Bizzle.
So it's like you're not really separated from anybody. It's fucking. It's like a half-assed attempt at a quarantine when you go to K Block. But because of the thing on my ass, they sent me right down to the fucking shoe. Which is that I don't know what I think it stands for Special Housing Unit. It's for people who are sick. And since I had this lump on my ass,
DLF says tablets are free, just the games, movies, music, emails, etc. are paid.
they brought me down to the shoe. So I was down at the shoe for 2 weeks, and it was like the second day I was in jail. Second day I was in that shoe. Had the cute little nurse come over, and I showed her the lump on my ass. She took one look at it and said he's going to the hospital. And also, like, too, while I was on the bus and while I was being transported to the jail, handcuffed, this bullshit. I was banging my fucking lump all over the place. Oh, I
Hey,
told the
Annie A.
fucking CO driving.
Kenny D.
I said, you better fucking wipe down that seat while I'm done, because
Ew.
my fucking shit was spreading staph all over the place. Yeah, it was nasty.
Dr. Harry Balls, we had only one private prison in Canada, but that has since passed, I think 17 years ago. It was actually run by a US based management company. So that was called the Central North Correctional Center in Penetanguishene, Ontario. So it was northwest of Barrie, more like northwest of Barrie. That was the only one ever. and I guess it didn't really work out. So as of today, we only have prisons and correctional facilities run by the Correctional Service of Canada, which is the CSC.
And so I said, what hospital are we going to? Toots? And she's like, we're going to St. Mary's. I'm like, oh God. I was like, first of all, I don't even know where St. Mary's is. Can you explain that to me? It's like, yeah, it's in the dirty Lou, New York. All right, Lewiston, New York. Okay, it's a bunch of farms. Okay, it's like north of Niagara Falls, and it's all fucking farmland and bullshit. Second, I don't like any hospital that starts with Saint or go because these fucking hospitals, I can't get enough of these. Okay,
True karma
it's
killers.
just like their idea of healing somebody is shoving a cross up their ass, you know. So is this even recording? Yeah, okay, good, it's recording. So I'm over there and I'm just
Hey,
like,
Kidney J.
we're going to St. Mary's. And I get in the fucking cop wagon and I'm handcuffed. I got my hands like this because, it's not just enough that they have you handcuffed when you go to this fucking piece of shit jail, okay? It's not enough that you're not just handcuffed. Oh, no, 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 no. In Erie County, they just handcuff you, but here they feel the need. These people fucking feel the need to fucking wrap me up like a fucking mummy with these fucking cuffs and shit. I got cuffs like this, and then they place this fucking thing over the
Hey, Ray.
chain. So now you can't bend your fucking wrists. Like, who the fuck designed it? And I found out an inmate who fucking invented it. I mean, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, I want to find who this inmate is and fucking $150 his ass, okay? He
Uh-oh,
invented
not the
something
buck
like this.
50.
Shit kept his fucking. Now he's a fucking snitch.
Not the
And
buck
that
50.
motherfucker could be buck. I'm gonna find this fucking inmate and $150 his ass. How's that sound? That's a new term I learned in jail, by the way.
Okay.
$150. You know what that means? That means when you cut someone on the face, so that they have to get 150 stitches.
That's a lot of
Okay?
stitches.
$150. Go look it up. That's what I heard. Whatever. And so I heard that this inmate made this fucking thing, and like I said, I just want to go to his house and $150. I don't even know who this is.
All right, just so there's no ambiguity with buck 50, because there is ambiguity. A buck 50 is when you make a scar, like a scar typically to the face with a razor or some sort of cutting instrument, and it causes a big scar like 150 stitches. But the other thing is about a buck 50, it also means you're keeping it real, or like I swear. So if I say I'm keeping it a buck 50 or a buck 50, that means I'm keeping it real. But if I say I'm gonna give you a buck 50 or a buck 50, that means you better watch out because I'm coming for you. But also remember, buck 50 is a scar on the face. But more specifically, remember how we talked about like Chelsea smiles, Cheshire smiles, the Glasgow smile, Glasgow grin. That also is a buck 50.
So if the guy that they invented the fucking box that goes over the bullshit handcuffs, that guy can find me and arrest me and have me arrested, and I'll go back to jail right now. And I'll.
Okay. Also, that box that he's called is called a CTS Blue box handcuff cover is what I am imagining it is. It shouldn't be too bad. Maybe his handcuffs were too tight if he can't move his wrists, because it's supposed to be tight, but it's not supposed to be uncomfortable. But then again, some guards like it when inmates are uncomfortable, if you know what I mean. So once again, that's the CTS Thompson blue box handcuff cover is what he's talking about.
I'll plead guilty. Because if I go to his jail, I'm $150ing his ass. Okay? Don't even fucking play. The guy's probably
Hey, taco
dead
noodles.
anyway. You know what I'm saying? The guy's probably dead anyway. This guy invented this in like the 70s or something. And he's like dead. I don't know. So yeah, you can go arrest me. I give full permission to whatever jurisdiction this guy's from. Their PD to come to Buffalo, New York and arrest me on making threats. And then you could take me to jail, and then I could $150 his ass in jail.
Really?
With a fucking sharpened toothbrush, okay?
Hey, Katrina.
So anyway, I'm in the bacon wagon over there, and
Get hard in the DLF edition.
You guys taking me to the fucking thing. I got pus coming out of my fucking hip.
Ew.
You know? So we get in there, I'm like this. You're not just like handcuffed, like I said, they put the fucking box on you. And he makes it all stiff. So you're just like this. You look like fucking Beavis. You look like fucking Cornholio. You know? That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to have to go to jail. If I go back to that jail, I'm going to be able to put the Cornholio box on me. Write that one down. Because I just thought I was going to put we got the corn.
Okay, DLF.
Cornholio box on.
Okay, DLF.
They got, not only do you have to put the Cornholio box on. Not only do you have to put the Cornholio box on you like this, but they have to put a chain through this Cornholio box.
Yeah, he might $150 me in jail, Karma Killers. I better watch out.
And this fucking chain has to go around your waist. So now I'm like fucking. I feel like I'm like Pinhead from fucking. I feel like I'm like one of the goth kids from like going to fucking school, high school. I'm like
Hey, apparently.
Where's my Marilyn Manson shirt to go with these chains? You know what I'm saying? And you know, I felt like I should be breaking out the Jinko jeans.
That's you guys remember that, right?
Remember those
the JNCO jeans on the 90s?
Fucking pants people wore.
Yeah, I remember them.
When you were in high school. And they were like, the pant legs were like this fucking, they were like bell bottoms.
All right, pause. We are going to check that out right now. It's these. Like, what are those? What are those? What are those? Stop it. No, I don't want 15% off. What how can you walk with these? Oh, no. How? How can you listen? How can you walk with those? Like, in all honesty, come on, somebody tell me.
No, these are just really baggy pants. and it was a trend. It was a trend back in the fucking 90s.
Hey, Sandy Shores.
You got your fucking spiked hairdo. Oh, I'm thinking about. I'm right now. I'm thinking about that guy Jade that I was in school, high school with. Like, I didn't even get on fucking Facebook yet. You know,
Right, apparently.
so
Get them their deal? No. They're hundreds of dollars.
uh, so
Right, Elizabeth?
anyway, I'm like,
Oh, really? Let him miss that. That's good to
I'm
know.
out of jail.
DLF is the
So I
least.
got the cornholio box. I got look like Jade from fucking high school. Yeah, we had this kid, this guy, he was a male, and his name was Jade. I'm not gonna say his last name,
Okay.
but this guy was like he was like the quintessential metalhead back
Right,
in the
Kidney
day.
J.
You know what I'm saying? And he had the spiked hair. He had the fucking Marilyn Manson shirt. He had the fucking jeans with the fucking chain.
Did he have the spiked mohawk though? Remember those?
He did the fucking yeah. What he's a what was his band? He used to Marilyn Manson and 9 Inch Nails.
Hey, Steph.
And I'm over there, and I'm like, where's my Marilyn Manson shirt? And my hey, you got a jumpsuit on. And not only that, but they put handcuffs on your feet as well. So I'm like tripping over the fucking. And I'm like, what the fuck? I got a fucking shitty knee.
Wait a second. Isn't he supposed to be used to this by now? It's not like his first rodeo in jail. Like, DLF is legitimately a jail veteran at this point.
So you have to walk like this, like a little fucking Chinaman, like off, like to the fucking courtroom, and it's fucking bullshit. And no, I wasn't in the courtroom. I was trying to go to the St. Mary's Hospital for the deaf. Okay, so I'm over there like this, like walking like well, you just walk like this, like a little Chinaman, you know, and
Sup,
and that's
everybody,
that.
smash that like button. Hey, is DLF still here?
Walk up to the fucking hospital. They have to sit there in like this, like your fucking corner.
Sup, Liz Mosby.
You
How
sit
you
there like
doing?
that, like that. I mean, come on, what TP for my bunghole? Like that kind of shit. So I get in the fuck. I get in what I call the second waiting room after 3 hours in this little ass emergency room at St. Mary's Hospital / School for the Deaf.
All right, St. Mary's Hospital.
And They finally take the fucking cornholio box off me. And but they took the cups and they took the cornholio box off. And they kept the fucking leg cuffs on one leg and they fucking cuffed my leg to the fucking bed. You know how bad I could have been, violated.
Wait a second, DLF. Which St. Mary's were you at? Because there's lots of them. If when you said St. Mary's Hospital School for the Deaf, there's St. Mary's School for the Deaf, but that's right beside Sisters of Charity Hospital. That is next to Delaware Park, Forest Lawn. So which one were you at?
I mean, that's some fucking kinky shit. You know, they getting their legs. It was like just like this, and then the fucking nurse walked by. Like, when I walk into an S&M rally, I don't know, but no. So I got a leg cuffed to the table. I guess you'd say. As nurse took one look at it, I had to get. What did I get again? Oh, I had to get this. I got an MRI. Oh no, it wasn't an MRI. It was a CAT scan.
So were you at like Mount St. Mary's in Lewiston, New York then? Because somebody said you were above Niagara Falls. So there's Mount St. Mary's at Military and Upper Mountain Road in Lewiston, New York. Was that the one? Hey, White Witch.
Okay.
Hey, Graveyard. How you
And
doing?
I had a fucking IV in me. I took blood work. I had an IV in me. And I was just like, okay. So I get up to the CAT scan machine.
Okay,
And I
that's what
don't
I
remember,
thought.
was I cuffed? I think I was cuffed, but they didn't have the cornholio box on it. So
DLF, what do you know about cuffing people to the bed? You ain't kinky. What you talking about? Cuffing to the bed.
so I get up there and I try to get up on this thing. I think I had the handcuffs and the leg shit on. Oh, they had to take that's right. They had to take the leg shits off because the metal would interfere with the CAT scan. God forbid, you know. And the CO's like, oh, I have to take these off. That's gonna be I bet you get paid by the hour. How long he's got the cornholio box and the leg cuffs on.
All right, somebody talked about a CT scan. A CT scan is actually done on pilonidal cysts and abscesses because a CT scan helps to distinguish pilonidal disease from other conditions. So that's why CT was done, if a CT was done.
And he's like, oh, that's gonna be a fucking hour of pay. And it's like, oh, God forbid, I gotta get a fucking CAT scan. You retard. So I'm over there, and they're like, they come back, I get out of there and shit. And the fucking there's gotta be a CO there at all fucking times.
No shit.
Watching your fucking sorry ass in a fucking hospital room. You guys understand how embarrassing that is? That hey, you walk into a hospital where there's people, where there's actual, people in the fucking, and you're being escorted in by a man in uniform that looks like fucking Paul Blart. Okay.
Paul Blart Mall Cop. Hey, Southern Sweet.
Like fucking Paul Blart. Oh, and then his relief shows up on afterward, and whatever. Oh, and by the way, all the COs now in the Niagara County Jail, they watch my videos now. So we get now we can shout out to the COs at the Niagara County Jail. Let's see how many I can remember.
Shout outs to all the COs watching this video right now in Niagara County. Whoop whoop, COs. Shout outs.
We got we got Newman. You got CO Newman. What
What
the
up,
hell is
Newman?
that? Oh, I'm like fucking stoned. I know something in my TV, but I look. I'm oh, that's just a cord rolled up. We got like four different COs named Newman. Hello, Newman. We got one. I think one of them was the guy that drove me home from the from St. Mary's School Hospital for the deaf people. Like the St. Mary's School for the Deaf. You know. Where's
No,
my shit?
I was wondering why and how DLF got a lot of subscribers when it was in the bin. I'm like, man, this guy's sub count is rising to over 1K. No wonder all the CEOs have been subscribing to his channel.
Mary's School to the Deaf. How's that sound?
Local celebrity here.
And and I'm like,
Yo, DLF, for your probation violation, they got you on the shrooms, right? Because it wasn't the weed that got him the probation violation. Because although weed is still illegal federally, in New York, it's okay to smoke. So that's the loophole with that. Hey, oranges, poranges! Congrats on the win for the Pride Month contest.
I'm just like,
You never
I
was.
haven't checked.
So how? What did that ADA get you on? You know, the one with the dreads. I thought he got you on a probation violation. Okay, DLF, tell me, what are your charges now? So you still got that criminal contempt, right? Stemming from, the two ladies. What other charges do you have on you at this current moment that you got to fight in court? I thought you were gonna take a plea deal.
Check YouTube. What's going on in the YouTube verse? Oh, is Monty on? My mom said she did a thing with Monty.
For the transact was to be told, like, if they identify.
Is he on? Oh, he's not even on.
That's true, bubble-headed discobistic. They can tell you that you're not supposed to drink or do drug substances. That's true.
My mom said she did a thing with Monty, and I was just like, oh God, Mom, Mom, did you put your teeth in, and did you put on a fucking bra?
If you don't get that, that is from, I think, one of the times she had to show up somewhere, and I think she didn't have her teeth in nor a bra, and he was embarrassed, so embarrassed. Shout out to Mama Scrunch. Hey, Cherry.
S87.
All right, so he's searching for the Mama Scrunch stuff. I will say he did review the Mama Scrunch stuff. It was 8 hour long live stream. Hey, Karina, welcome. Mama Scrunch has now gone to legendary status. Sup, Sherry? Oh, so this is it. DLF says Yes, I allegedly violated the order of protection. The order of protection said no illicit drugs or alcohol. Weed is not illicit. Okay, so that's what I thought. Like you okay, so are they getting you on the weed thing then, I guess, and not and also the alcohol or just everything? Because weren't you also doing shrooms? All right, so you violated the order of protection. Gotcha.
So so anyway, I got. Let me put a fucking community thing up.
Right, Nancy C. I'm sure Mama Scrunch got a lot to say.
Here's the post.
All right, so DLF says no. I'm being charged for an alleged threat on a video from before I was arrested the first time. Okay, I see. Hey Miyoko, what's up?
Where's the post? How do I do this again? I don't know. Oh, you just fucking type. Okay. There we go. So what was I saying? So the fucking nurse fucking does the CAT scan, and when they do the CAT scan, they injected me with some fucking dye or something. I don't know. It's fucking bullshit.
Hey Gemini.
It's like they inject this dye into you, food and thing, and as soon as they inject it, it makes you. You know, like when you drink a beer and it makes you, it doesn't, you're not drunk, but
You're
you
welcome,
feel
oranges,
like
oranges.
warm. It felt like that, like it's just like going up. I didn't like it, but it also when they do it, you can taste it in your mouth, and it tastes like it got tastes like
Like what?
fucking Tupperware,
Hey Leany Bow,
you
what's
know.
up? Hey Blondie.
And so they injected me with this bullshit. Then they did the CAT scan, and they found out that the thing on my hip was an abscess, and
Hey Dre.
but it was full of pus. It was hard and full of pus, and they found out that it's not MRSA and whatever. They also wanted to see if it was infecting the bone or the muscle, and it wasn't.
Yikes.
So they fucking dumbed the fuck out of it. Then they sliced this shit open, and oh my god, it was yeah I was
By the way, stats on pilonidal disease, it actually affects 70,000 people in the US annually. And of course, it's typically a skin infection in the crease of the buttocks near the coccyx, the tailbone.
that shit I squirted out of my titty,
Ew.
and it was like that times a million. Like
Hey,
instead of it
Ashley.
shooting out, it was like Niagara Falls coming out. It's like green Niagara Falls, which is how Niagara Falls kind of looks when you look at it. It's green. It's like pus green. So I'm over there, and they slice this thing open, and it just shot everywhere. I guess.
Good to know, Chantel's worshippers.
And for the next 2 weeks, they had to sit there and pack it and put a thing over it. And so I was laid up in the shoe, and what a piece of shit jail that place is. You know, it's just
All right, so if anybody's still confused, even though I talked about why they would do a CT scan, they have to check, like you said, they have to check if it's infecting the bone. So that's why the doctor ordered the CT. Because remember, he had a pilonidal cyst that turned into an abscess, and they were wary of how deep the infection was, or how deep or strong the disease was within his body.
so.
And yeah, jail is not a luxury hotel, DLF. Come on.
So they had me laid up in the shoe for 2 weeks. I'm like, you know what? You know what? Just because I got quarantine anyway, and I'd rather do it in the shoe than a K block. So I'm just like,
Hey, Blondie.
all right.
Exactly, bubba headed. That is a risk.
I'm just like, all right. You know, and I the first couple days in there I couldn't sleep because I didn't have my CPAP machine. And
We got Mama Scrunch here. How do you want me to send you? Okay, I'll send you the link, Mama Scrunch. You can come up and we can talk about some of these things. Okay, all right, Mama Scrunch. You got a few minutes. All right, let's go there.
I was trying to get my mom to bring it in, and so like what started happening was
Why did
I
he want his
started
mom
like
to bring in?
hallucinating in the shoe, and because I didn't have much sleep, I was falling over and shit. I never experienced it, so I was just tired and I wasn't making sense.
Did he get a prison tattoo?
It's because I couldn't sleep
I don't think so.
because every time because I got the sleep apnea.
Oh, his CPAP. Okay, gotcha.
So I don't care what this fucking bailiff at jail
So,
says.
Mindy B?
I, I'm not off the hook here. I gotta go back on July 14th. I don't care what this bailiff wants to say. Uh, expect my CPAP machine with me. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. That is medical equipment. I don't care if you think that this fucking thing looks like a phone or whatever. I don't give a shit. And I know this guy's watching. I know all the COs are watching. I found out some of the inmates watch. So I'm in the shoe. I get my tablet back. I'm like, oh,
Right, Sonny?
let's see here. Uh, I brought how much? I brought. My mom doesn't know. I brought some money with me.
Oh, well, I guess she knows now. All right, Mama Scrunch. What's up?
Hey, Mikey. Hi, Monty.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. I had a few minutes. I thought I'd stop in to see my son.
All right, so what you want to talk about?
Not much. I just wanted to just pop in and hear what he had to say.
Okay, well, he's in the chat. He always is reviewing my review, to make
I
make
know.
sure I'm saying the right things.
I know.
Right?
I
All
love.
right, so
You notice the picture in the back of him?
Yeah.
Somebody drew that.
Yeah, he was talking about that a while back.
That thing's wild.
Yeah, with gravy there and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
So
Natural
what's
Ginger,
going
what's
on
up?
in the chat today?
Not much. We're just here reviewing this finally. We're gonna do this in parts, so at least
Yeah,
this
you
is part
gotta.
one. Yeah. Then we're gonna
Is
have
he
part two, maybe part three.
is he on hold?
Yeah. Yeah, you want me to continue playing?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
All right.
But was it that much? It was like I think it was like $30 or something like that. I don't remember. But I did have some money on me, so I got the fucking shorts, I got the bowl, I got the cup. You know what I'm saying? I got the fucking 11 envelopes.
Okay.
I got the pad of paper. I got the fucking pen. So I'm in jail. I gotta write letters.
Ew.
And on
Bubbleheaded Discobus says, I was just talking about how I've seen meth heads eat each other's scabs to help the come down. Ah.
the
Okay.
commissary is now done through your tablet. It's like a tablet. It's like an Android tablet, but you can't get internet on it. You can get a media store where you can buy, like fucking tablet games. And there's some decent games on there. I mean,
He looks a little better, doesn't he?
Yeah, but how is he gonna keep on his meds though? That's
don't
the
know.
question.
I don't know. I don't even know if he's on meds.
Right?
it's shit that okay. So I got Metal Slug 3 on my tablet. It's alright. I played that a bunch of times. So I have it for the PS4. And they dummy it down by having the touch controls. I'm like,
Oh,
Metal Slug needs to be played with something like this.
Jesus.
Right?
And
Is that for the blind?
I guess he likes the old school controllers.
But that's huge.
Right? Exactly. So Mama Scrunch, where did DLF get all this kinky stuff talking about being tied up in bed chains? He wasn't doing that with Amy, was he? Remember, he was in your bed.
Please. I'm still trying to get over it. I really am still trying to get over it, because when he told me, I was like, I'm going to kill you. Get in there and strip that bed down. Matter of fact, throw out all the sheets.
Your bed was in a purple mattress, was it?
No, you're going to laugh when I say it's one of those My Pillow mattresses.
Oh, okay. My Pillow mattress. All right.
But
hopefully.
I only bought that during the pandemic.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So there's no one's fluids on it but my own.
I was just gonna ask him, like, hopefully you didn't leave fluids on your bed. That's very disrespectful.
I get out my blue light. I get out my blue light and start looking.
Yeah.
and then what was the other games? I got this game called Evo World, which I think I got on my Switch. I might have it on my Switch or PS4. I don't remember, but
it's like we broke
I got Evo World.
Yeah.
I've never played it until I got to jail, and I beat it in like 2 days.
Hey, Celebrity Juicer.
That's what you do in the shoe. You sit there and look at. You sit there and you look at fucking.
Wait a second. He got that. This is new. I didn't notice that. What were you saying?
I said I think we broke him, but he's still got a filthy mouth.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll see over time how that changes and everything.
Yeah, this is a guy that can use the F word as an adverb, a verb, anything you want. It works.
Yeah. For some reason. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that is the new pillow.
Yeah.
He probably killed the old one.
Probably.
While you sit down there and ride.
Did DLF exit the chat? I know. Is he gonna do this thing when you enter the chat, he exits the chat? You ever seen those memes, Mama Scrunch? Where it's
No.
like, person one enters the chat, person two leaves the chat.
Oh God, no.
As
We
soon
all
as
know
you
I'm not
enter,
him.
he leaves. It wants nothing to do with you, except when you bail him out, right? And you pick him up.
Exactly. And but no, he's been, like I said, he's been great lately.
Okay, that's
I
good.
mean, the pod people came. I don't know. Like, I'm shocked.
Yeah, right.
And I'm leaving. Did he leave really?
Well, he ain't responding, so I guess he left. As soon as you was on the screen, he was like, "Yo, I'm gone. Peace."
Oh, okay. Well, tell you what, I'm gonna let him go back. I've got
Yeah.
a patient at 11:30. I only had a few minutes.
Okay.
I was playing Metal Slug 3. I was playing.
I couldn't even watch this, you know.
Game.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, this is so boring.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't, Mike.
It's just. Oh, I got one case.
All right, everybody, take care of each other. Okay.
All right, Mama Scrunch. I
Pride
guess you gotta
weekend
go. Yep,
coming up,
for sure. Have a good
and
one.
then I'm off to Florida. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, no, Masters Inn or wherever the hell Foodie Booty was staying.
Oh yes, yeah. Those no-tell motels.
Now we're at the West End, so
Oh,
that's where
nice.
people should be. So
Exactly. Have a
you
good
know.
one.
Yep. Take care of yourself.
I
Sorry,
will.
screwed up your party.
Yeah. See you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I got games. Sorry, Ma, I bought a game. Sue me. So I got 4 games while I was there. I got Evil World. I got Metal Slug 3. I got, what's the other one I had? I had Crimson Land. So I thought it was something different. I thought it was something else. I thought Crimson Land was something else, but it was something, whatever. It wasn't what I thought it was.
All right.
So
Since when is for profit, Dre the Stallion? This is all profit, right? You gotta pay for a lot of things on that. Well, everything on that tablet, basically. If you wanna listen to music, if you wanna play games, you pay for it. So that is how they're making money. I remember pulling up the article when he was in jail, and we were kind of confused. Like, does he have a tablet or not? Because somebody said in Niagara County the inmates have tablets now. And I think half of us was like, that's bullshit. They don't. And I pulled up the article and it said, like, whatever private institution was bringing out these tablets were making like $8.8 million over. I'm not sure if it was a year or 2 or 3 or 4, but they were making millions off of inmates with these tablet stuff because paying for every single other thing you gotta do on that tablet can be expensive. It adds up, especially when you're in jail and you're bored.
Yeah, I'm looking at my emails. I'm just going.
Let me see if I can look that up again.
Yeah. So I got that, and what was? So I'm like, oh, what was I saying? Crimson Land, and then I got Our Type. Our Type is hard as fuck. Okay. I'm sorry, it is.
Exactly, Dre. Policing for profit, prisons for profit.
Oh,
There you go, privatized prisons. Where the average pay for inmates is still like 15 or something cents per, what was it, per hour? Yeah, I believe I was looking that up. But then you can have the high skilled paying jobs, which can be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 cents, even like $1 an hour. But yeah, typically if you're doing any job in prison, you're getting like 15 cents. Because, yeah, I did bring that up a couple months back when we looked at the average pay for a prisoner.
shit. So I'm like, maybe I'll play. I'm like, I got to like the 7th level of uh of R type, and I couldn't pass it. I couldn't even get to the checkpoint. Because let me tell you something. You know what R type is? R type is like, it's like one of those space shooters, and it's like one of those space shooter games, and it's it's hard. Like, it's like Gradius, but like after I like started playing it, I'm like, dude,
Where Bubba headed?
this is almost like a puzzle game. If you know how R type plays, like, it's almost like a puzzle game, because like you have to do things in a certain way in order to
What are you talking about, DLF?
in order to
All right, Sunshine Country Chicken says if you're in local county jail, you can sit out your fines. It could be $75 to $100 a day towards your fines. Okay.
get through the level. So I was playing that, and then I couldn't get past level 7,
Go ahead, Christy.
and like I'm like, this is a game like that's just ruined by the touch controls. It's like, I bet
Really?
you if I played with a real controller.
All right, he's going off on a tangent here. I'm going to go forward. We don't want to hear about your controller.
Yeah, so I bought some games on the tablet. At least we got video games now in jail. So now I'm sitting there. So now I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right. I played through fucking. I played through fucking Battle Slug 3. How many fucking times? Even on the PS4.
Right, little Miss
Okay?
Nat.
I'm like, I don't even know why I bought this game, to be honest. Just I have it on the PS4, and they had Battle Slug 1, 2, and X. And it's like I bought the one that I play all the fucking time. And then I was like, all right, Evil Land. Maybe I think I got that on one of my things, on one of my
All right, we're gonna
consoles.
go
I'm
forward.
not sure.
All right.
I'll watch that later. So I, I, so my mom put some money on my commissary, and when I go to jail again, I want fucking my kitties put in commissary money. I don't want to be relying on mama. Okay,
Yeah, but you keep relying on your mom.
so I just don't. So I want the kitties to chip in.
Well, at least he knows he's going back right. I thought he was trying to do a plea deal to end all his matters in court.
And I'm kind of pissed off. None of the kitties chipped in. I keep thinking I have the fucking wristband still on. So I I bought the fucking games. I
Hey,
bought the
Jackie.
bowl. I
Hey,
bought the
Marie.
shorts. I bought the fucking cup. I bought a box of cheese. When you go to jail, that is one of the first things you get in jail.
Is cheese?
You get yourself a box of Cheez-Its. Not the fucking little bags,
Whoa.
but a box. Okay.
Wow, cheese. Chantel's worshiper says, in theory, a private prison system makes sense if it is for profit so as to not burden taxpayers. Why waste money on lost causes that could be used to help improve society? That does make a lot of sense, Chantel's worshippers, except for private prison systems is just that private, where the profit goes towards whoever owns the private prison system. The most or all of the money goes into their pockets, their shareholders' pockets, their CEOs, their executives' pockets. That's why it's a private system. Hey, Jackie, did I say hello? Hey, Trippin.
Okay. And while you're eating the box of Cheez-Its, okay, save the box because you can then use it as storage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And you got to get the shorts because you
Don't want to be hot?
walking around in a jumpsuit fucking sucks. Okay. So you don't want to walk around in the hot rec yard in a fucking jumpsuit. Okay, you're not a fucking trash collector. You're a fucking inmate. Okay. So you want to get the shorts so that you can walk around in comfort.
Gotcha. Making notes.
Unfortunately for me, I bought one fucking pair of shorts and I wore them out. I wore them. I didn't even wash them. I gave them away to some. I said, if you want these, you gotta fucking wash them. Okay. I gave away my shorts today.
So he's got 6 weeks of spunk and funk on them shorts, man.
I got a pair of shorts like that. I got many. I don't need another.
That's called the 6 weeks of funk and spunk, everybody.
I needed one in jail. Okay.
Why ain't DLF here? Listen, DLF, you were literally a meme. As soon as Mama Scrunch came in the chat, you left. It's like Mama Scrunch enters chat, DLF leaves chat.
I gave away a lot of my shit.
Mama Scrunch leaves chat, DLF enters chat.
Because, whatever. I'm not gonna lug shit home. Okay, I'm not gonna lug shit. That's what people do in jail. When somebody leaves the jail, they're going home. They're going upstate. They're going to the federal. I don't know. That's what people think. They ransack their cell and they don't give a shit because they can't bring anything with them. They have to rebuy it all in their commissary. So they have to leave it behind anyway. So if somebody leaves, you ransack your cell. And so I'm like, all right, well, instead of ransacking the cell, why don't I just hand it out to people that want it? I know I'm gonna be gone anyway.
True natural ginger.
So anyway, that's what you gotta get, okay? And you gotta get the pad of paper and envelopes and the pen because you want to write letters. You're like, well, why don't you just call? You can't call any numbers that require you
Right,
to go to
Michelle?
a venue in jail. So, like, if I wanted to tell the people in the office that I'm in jail, I gotta write to them because in order to call them, I have to, you know, I have to write a letter
Oh,
because there's a menu you gotta go through, and you can't go. A human has to pick up the phone.
hey, Desiree.
So I'm like, all right. So
I did not get any letters. All right. So maybe I should call it quits here. I think we have another part two to go over. So this should be good enough, right? We had Mama Scrunch here. DLF exited the chat as soon as he saw Mama Scrunch enter the chat. I guess I'm gonna do some stuff. I gotta pack some packages. People want some stuff, so I gotta send those out ASAP. Hey, Carl Connections. I guess you'll watch the replay, everybody. I guess I will see you maybe in an hour or two. We don't know when Foodie Beauty is coming around because, hey, guess what? I still haven't been paid. So if I haven't been paid, the likelihood of Foodie Beauty have not been paid is pretty high, right? So this is super strange for me that I am not paid yet. He's lying, he mailed his jizz. He did actually do that, Salty Peach. No bullshit. Anyways, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the mailing of the jizz and how he was accused of that. Let us convene back here maybe in about 2 hours. I don't think Foodie Beauty will be on. Who knows? But if she is, I'll be here. If not, we'll do part two DLF Epic Jail Stories. We're just shy of an hour. Let me mark that. And I will see everybody later. Take care. Have a good one. Bye bye. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Don't forget the GoFundMe for Ray Ray. I'd really appreciate it. And I will talk to everybody another time. Take care. Have a good one. Bye bye.